What is your take on where we stand right now?
It's an absolute disaster to be talking in these terms. Colonel Gaddafi's one card that he's got is saying that the revolution is a mask for Western intervention. If the Western intervention comes, it will bolster the one thing that are holding people to the regime. What the government should do is recognise the revolutionary government in Benghazi. There's been an administration set up there. These people have proved, and I was in Tahrir Square recently and I was in Tunis recently, the people in the Arab world have proved that they are completely capable of dealing with the dictators without Western intervention. You know what no-fly zone means in the Middle East? No-fly zone means what happened after the first Gulf War. It means the disastrous policy of sanctions that killed 1 million in Iraq. It means the prelude to a new war. That's what it means across the Middle East.
One of the arguments about the way things have progressed in time over Iraq is that Western nations went in without a proper policy, without knowing what exactly they were going to do once the war was over. Is there not a way of managing the situation, of learning from that mistake and having a proper strategy and policy in place for what might happen afterwards? Is there not a middle ground, a better way of doing it?
Well, there is still a disaster going on in Iraq and Afghanistan. I mean, only last Friday, when Iraqis in, by the way, joint Sunni-Shia demonstrations went onto the streets, they were shot down by the government that's being protected by the American forces still in Iraq. This is an absolute disaster. It was only last week we were selling Gaddafi the guns, that we were supporting the regime, that he was lauded in the institutions in the West, including academic institutions. I mean, the hypocrisy will strike people in Libya and throughout the region, and I believe in this country, as out of this world to be talking about military intervention now.
So can the people that we have seen rise up, is your contention that they really can overthrow a man, overthrow a regime like that?
Yes.
Purely on their own? When we've seen the interview, we've seen how intransigent he is, that belief that the people are still on his side.
Yes, but we've also seen very large sections of the Libyan armed forces defecting to the side of the revolution. Actually, we've seen Libyan Air Force pilots flying to Malta or crashing their planes rather than attack the revolutionaries. Believe me, if there's talk of a no-fly zone, many people in the Libyan Air Force will wonder whether they should defect to the revolution, whether they shouldn't defend their country from Western intervention. It's an absolutely classic foreign policy blunder to try and interfere in a revolutionary civil war when the people on the ground who are doing the fighting are completely capable of winning this.
John Rees from the Stop the War Coalition, thanks for now. Thank you.